Hi, so here you are at my channel. I don't know how you landed on this video. Maybe someone shared it with you. Maybe you were just scrolling through YouTube, or maybe, just maybe, life brought you here because you were meant to hear this story. And I truly believe that, because when I was going through one of the darkest phases of my life, it was this random video that changed everything for me. So maybe this one video becomes that video for you. If you're here for the first time, let me introduce myself first. So my name is Rachna Dahiya and I'm a holistic life and mind transformation coach. And I help people transform their lives in all their areas: health, relationships, career, and abundance. So over time, I have learned and practiced a few really beautiful things like Ho'oponopono, Law of Attraction, NLP, EFT, yoga, and deep mindset work. And now I use them to help others find their way back to themselves. But I didn't land into this world of healing just like that. There is a reason I do this work. And as always, it all began with my own story. Because I have been through my own journey, a journey that broke me down, but it also became the reason that I rose again and became a better version of myself. Life sometimes just hits you, not with something big and dramatic, but with this, constant nagging emptiness, a kind of heaviness that just sits there. And I don't even know when it all started for me, but I just remember feeling like I was slowly losing this spark to live fully. I was doing pretty well professionally. I was really successful. I had this loving family, and from the outside it looked like life was going really, really great. But on the inside, I was struggling. I wasn't crying or screaming or anything dramatic like that, but I was just quietly sinking inside. I used to wake up tired. I would drag myself through the day, and no matter what I did, something always felt off. There was this deep, unexplained sadness, a void. And what the worst part was? I didn't even know why I was feeling like that. There were days I cried silently, days I questioned myself, and I couldn't even understand. Because I had people who loved me, I had so many achievements, I was making good money, I had all the reasons to feel fine. But I didn't. I was not feeling fine. But I was angry, irritated at the smallest of the things. But not with people really, it was more like I was angry at life itself. And I was confused, like something inside me was broken, but I didn't know what or how to fix it really. So I tried to push myself, told myself just get up, do something, be productive. I tried. I really tried. But when your soul feels heavy, even walking to the kitchen feels like a task, let alone chasing your dreams. And I just felt like I wasn't myself anymore. Maybe you have felt that way, like you are still alive, but you're not really living, So I was feeling completely empty. There was this deep sadness sitting inside me, and no matter what I did, I just couldn't shake it off. I had no drive to get up, no motivation to do anything, and I was just angry, irritated, frustrated person without even knowing why. Why is it that happening to me? Have you ever felt that way? When you are just not okay, but you can't even explain what's really going on. So I was dragging myself through the day, forcing myself to function. I felt lazy, sleepy, heavy all this while, and the kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. And that's what I want to talk about today. Not as some expert or coach or a healer, just as someone who's been there, who's felt that weight, who's been lost in that fog, and who somehow found a way out. Not through medicines or motivational videos or endless therapies, but through something really, really simple. So continue with my story. In between all that emotional heaviness, one day something happened, that literally stopped me in my tracks. So I had just started going to the gym thinking maybe, moving my body would help me feel better, that get the blood flowing thing. Maybe I feel alive again. But honestly, I was still carrying that low energy, and that resistance was there. I literally had to drag myself to the gym every day. So I forced myself to start, and yes, forced is the right word, because I wasn't really excited about it. So I was literally dragging myself to the gym every day, and I did it with lots of resistance because the dullness in my body and my soul was still there. And then just after 15 days, something happened. So I developed this sudden pain on the left side of my shoulder, and it was traveling to my head over the ear and above it. And it became so bad that I couldn't even sleep. And I'm not even exaggerating, guys. Lying down was really impossible. The moment my head hit the pillow, the pain would shoot up intensely. So I tried sleeping flat, sideways, propped up. Nothing helped me, nothing at all. Every time I tried to lie down, the pain would shoot up, and it was so bad that I just had to sit and sleep for at least, try to sleep, for 15 to 20 days. Can you imagine? I went to doctors, physiotherapists, orthopedic specialists. I got all kinds of tests, x-rays, MRIs, everything what doctors told me to do. But nothing came out in the reports, no diagnosis. But pain was really excruciating, really. I could not move my neck just a bit. So I took muscle relaxants, painkillers, I did physiotherapy sessions, and I think I spent over 40,000 rupees in those days, just trying to find a solution. But nothing, not even a slight improvement. And that was the time when I came across something called Ho'oponopono. So at first it sounded too simple to be true. It was just 4 phrases. It was, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. That's it. Just chant this and expect to feel better? Really? But then I thought to myself, I have nothing to lose. I have tried so many things. Let's try one more thing. Let's do it. So every day I started doing 108 rounds of Ho'oponopono chanting, morning and evening. And along with that, I practiced something called advanced conversational Ho'oponopono that goes a little deeper than the basic one. And what happened after that was nothing short of a miracle. And no, I won't lie to you that I wouldn't say that I felt healed. The very first day, I didn't. On the first day, I didn't feel any miracle or anything like that. But when I woke up the next morning, something had changed. There was a subtle change. Earlier, the pain was so intense, I couldn't even turn my head. But that day, I could. A little. यहाँ से यहाँ गया. थोड़ा सा. Little bit. The pain was still there, yes, but it had reduced. From a pain level of 10, it came down to maybe 9 or 8. So the next day I repeated the process, and again the next morning it went down to 7, then 6, then 5. So the pain that had me sitting up at night and it was draining my bank account, it was gone after 5 days. Completely gone. So it was 5 days journey, and that was the first time that I understood the real power of Ho'oponopono. That this isn't just a technique, it's a gift, a doorway to real healing. And just in case you're wondering what is this Ho'oponopono I keep talking about, well, it's a beautiful Hawaiian healing practice that helps us cleanse the negative emotions, the beliefs and memories that we carry, the energies that are stored deep in our subconscious mind. And it's just 4 simple phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And they might sound simple, but they carry powerful energy. You repeat them with feeling and awareness, and they really start cleaning that emotional garbage from your subconscious mind. The hidden pain that we carry inside without even realizing it. When we chant the 4 phrases, we are talking to our inner child. our subconscious mind, and asking it to release the pain, the trauma, the guilt, the heaviness that's been stored inside for years. And it's not magic. But when the shift begins, it really feels magical. And the best part is anyone can do it. You see, most of us don't even realize how much emotion we store in our body. Just imagine a simple jug, like the one we all have at home. So if you keep pouring water into it, it will keep taking it in, right? But until when? Until it's full, right? And then what happens? It starts to overflow. It doesn't matter what you pour, whether it is water, milk, juice. Once it's full, it has no space left. It is going to overflow, isn't it? That's exactly what happens with our emotions too. We keep collecting all kinds of thoughts and feelings like pain, resentment, anger, sadness, but we never really release them. We just keep storing them deep inside, and one day our body, our mind, our soul, they just can't take it anymore. And that's when it starts showing up as pain in your back, your knees, your shoulders, or maybe conditions like blood pressure, diabetes. It's often the result of suppressed emotions, emotions that were never processed or never healed. And that's what disease really is. This is that your body is not at ease. So it's your body's way of saying, hey, something is not right in here. You really need to clean up. Let's get going. And Ho'oponopono is like cleaning that jug, releasing what no longer serves you, healing your inner world. And that healing began with my physical pain, but soon, it went really deeper. When I healed that physical pain, something more beautiful happened. I started feeling emotionally stronger. I felt energetic, I felt alive, and that heaviness that I carried around all day, it was gone. I had drive again, I felt inspired to create, I had guts to take action now, and I found myself becoming, more peaceful, more grounded, and that anger that I carried like a storm inside me, it just started settling. The irritation, the sadness, they didn't control me anymore. And I could wake up with energy, with clarity, with hope, and it was just amazing. I can say I didn't just get my health back, I got me back. So I began doing the things I had only wished to do for so long, and not because someone pushed me, and because I really wanted to from my heart. And most importantly, now I had the energy to do it all. And not just energy, I really had peace within me. So what happened? One day my 12-year-old daughter, she looked at me and she said, "Mommy, how come you don't get angry anymore? You become so calm. How is it that?" And that really hit me, because kids don't fake things. They say what they observe. And in that moment, I realized this wasn't just about me healing a headache or a back pain. This was about, me healing myself. My emotional world had started to calm down. And that deep void I felt for so long, it started filling up. Not with noise or distractions, but with a quiet kind of self-love, with peace. So once the pain faded, once that fog of low energy and that irritation lifted, I started noticing something else also. That, I had space inside me. Space where, earlier there was only noise, confusion, exhaustion, that emptiness that I could not explain. And in that new space, something gentle began to grow. A tiny voice inside me started saying, "You can do more. You are meant for more." And I can't say it happened in one grand lightning moment. It didn't. It was really small, very subtle, but very real. So suddenly I had the energy to do things I had been putting off for years. And it wasn't because that I was lazy, but because I was emotionally and energetically drained, as I told you. And that difference is important because most of us aren't lazy. We are just carrying too much burden on our soul. And once I started healing, that drive came back. That will to live with purpose came back. And I remember sitting one evening just thinking, if this has helped me so much, then why am I keeping it to myself? There must be so many people out there like me, functioning on low energy, feeling empty, not knowing why, and waking up every day just pushing through life. And that's when it clicked. I have to share this. Even if one person finds relief, finds healing because of me speaking up, it would be worth it, isn't it? And that's how this YouTube channel was born. Not from a place of let me build a brand, but from a place of let me pass on this gift to everyone. A very personal gift, one that changed my life from the inside out. As I went deeper into Ho'oponopono, I understood something even more profound. That at the energy level, we all are one. We all are connected. That if I heal someone else, I'm not just helping them, I'm healing a part of me that exists in them. Because at the energy level, we all are one. It might sound strange at first, but this is how energy works. There is no you, there is no me in the energy world. There is just us, different reflections of the same source. So yes, maybe I sound selfish when I say this, but when I'm healing others, I'm also healing myself. It is a continuous work on myself too. And I want to live a life that's full of love, peace, adventure, and joy. And the more I help others release their stuck emotions, the more I feel that joy flow into my life too. And that's what this work is for me. Not a profession, not a duty. It's a simple blessing. And I want to pass that blessing on to anyone who feels what I felt. To anyone who looks strong outside but deep inside is, tired of fighting that invisible battle every day. You don't have to keep fighting. You don't have to live like that. And you definitely don't have to stay stuck in that pain. You see, our bodies are designed to heal themselves. They just need the right environment. And Ho'oponopono helps you create that right environment by gently, lovingly cleaning out your emotional blockages. So, if any part of my story felt like yours, if you have been waking up with heaviness that you can't really explain, if you have been carrying pain or that sadness or anger and you don't even know why anymore, then maybe it's time. Not for any big decision, not for a complete transformation in one night. No, I'm not saying that. But maybe you can just take a pause, take a breath, and just say 4 simple phrases with your heart. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Because that's how it all started for me. And I want to invite you now with all my heart to sit with me and begin your own healing. So I'm starting something really close to my heart. So a free Ho'oponopono healing circle live on Zoom. Just a small group of us, and it's a beautiful group experience where we do deep healing together, and the energy of the group amplifies the release. And we'll meet live, we'll chant together, and I'll guide you personally. So you can check the details in the description to register. My email address and my WhatsApp number is given there, so you can contact, and I would love to have you with us. Or if you're someone who wants more personal focused healing, so I also offer VIP private healing sessions also, one-on-one. But whatever you do, just don't let your jug keep overflowing. Let's clean it. Let's heal. You deserve a peaceful, energized, and joyful life. And you don't have to know anything. You don't have to be ready. You just have to show up as you are. That's all. Nothing more than that. So, everything is given in the descriptions. If it feels right in your heart, come, hop on, join this journey. And if you are not ready just yet, that's okay too. Stay connected, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to keep sharing more stories, more experiences, and simple healing practices that helped me and can help you too. And now I really want to hear from you. If you watched this till here, I would love if you could share in the comments. What is that emotion that you are struggling with right now? Write it down in the comments. Let's share your emotions. What are you struggling with? What is that physical pain or disease that you are going through right now? Maybe it's diabetes, maybe it's blood pressure, maybe it's your knee pain, anything. And did you connect with my story? Which part touched you the most? Or if you have nothing to share, just write, I am ready to heal. I am ready to heal. Let's make that comment section a place of shared strength, a space where others reading it can also feel seen, heard, and less alone. And if you feel this video might help someone else, please share it. Let's spread healing like wildfire. The world really needs it. So friends, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And keep healing, keep growing, and keep blossoming every day.